Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
I went and opened my new concern called Basant Picture on the 26th of August 1942. My first picture was March.
Where did you get the finance to set up?
That from one person from Ahmedabad, from exhibitor. He financed me to the extent of 1 lakh of rupees. So that 1 lakh of rupees, on that we had to give an interest of 20,000 rupees. On the condition that we have to return this 1,20,000 rupees within 6 months. It was possible, but it was not possible to make the whole picture in 1,20,000. The other things were mostly on credit. Once the picture is released and given to certain territories, whatever money used to come, first used to go to the financier, then to the creditors. Like that. Then like that we went on. But in this picture we didn't make much money. But anyway, we didn't lose.
You established yourself with Basant Pictures, but how many films did you make in total with Wadia Movietone?
In Wadia Movietone with my brother, I made 64 pictures altogether, most of. But then I started with Basant in 1942 with Moj. And as an independent producer, I had made Moj first. As I told you, I paid back after 6 months. That was with Paddy Sanyal was hero. The songs were well taken, and I'm still getting good royalty from HMV. HMV people are still not paying me nowadays. They are in trouble, I think, something like that.
Who did the music for Moj?
Tripathi.
And the earlier films, who was generally doing the music for you?
Mostly Chitragup, Tripathi, and I used to come get all the new people also, very often. Then again I said, I had with me when I started, with me Babubhai Mistry came with me and Nanabai Bhatt. So I suggested let us go back to our old stunt films. This social is all right, but this best bet is whatever happens, we must go to our usual pictures. So Nanabai Bhatt suggested why not make Daughter of Hunterwali. I said that's a capital idea, let's make it. And we'll ask Nadia to make daughter as well as mother. So we made a Daughter of Hunterwali. By that time, I had purchased Wadiatone machine and a truck from Saurabh Modi. And on hire purchase, one camera, Mitchell. So all the outdoors was done on my camera and on my recording machine, Wadiatone. And indoors, I was doing in Imperial Cinema, Imperial Studio or Ranjit Studio like that. So we completed Daughter of Hunterwali. It was a most successful picture. By the time I had been to Cairo, I met few friends of mine there. They had seen Nadia's picture of our Wadia Movietone pictures. That is when I said I made Daughter of Hunterwali. He said, why don't you dub it in Arabic? I said, I'll do it, I'll try. I came here and I was searching for someone who could dub it. Fortunately, we came across one music man who used to play oud. I called him. He said, yes, I have got some people who can do it. So I had to explain him how to do it and all these things. And we dubbed that picture into Arabic. We took 4 songs in Arabic. So those 4 songs were again reshoot with Nadia, Mansoor, like that, and that other heroine we had. And the rest of it was dubbed. They had to sing in Arabic. I edited it. Then, you see, at that time there was a vogue of hand painting. The whole copy was hand painted and it was sent there. Hellfire it went. And it brought good money for me. They made money, I made money. I said, let's do good luck. So it was made into Arabic Hansa. So that was made.
I think you also made some other social films at that time.
Bachpan,
Pia Milan.
Bachpan, Pia Milan was not mine. Bachpan, I made it. It was not actually my picture. It was made in, at that time, licenses were sold. License system had come. So one Mr. Talpade wanted to make a picture. and I had the license. So he got the license. He said, I will take your license. I said, I cannot give my license and you cannot put your name like that. He said, no, you direct it in your name and you take it out. And business and everything, I will do it. So I directed that picture. And it had Mazhar Khan in it and Baby Mathuri. That was a story of Heidi. And it was very nicely done. And it was liked by people. It was a temptation to make a social picture again, but I didn't fall into the trap.
I think you made one more, Amar Raj or something before.
That was in Wadia Movietone time. Yes, that was with Trilok Kapoor and Nirupa Roy. Nirupa Roy had just started as a heroine. So that was at the time when licenses were there. So after Bachpan, I made one picture called Shere Baghdad. That was in Central Studio, when Modi had Central Studio. Just now, what is the Central? There is nothing in there now. All Tardev's complexes come up. There used to be Central Studio now. That was also good. Then Flying Prince, complete flying picture with John Cowers and Mary, Nadia. So all the pictures one by one went very well. Up to 7 pictures, Stunt Queen. They were all without the studio. By that time I had taken a big land over in Chembur on a yearly basis. So I had a big lease of 15 years or so. So I made a studio there. First studio was built. My mother made a murat and all these things. And the first picture that I made there was Tufani Tirandas. Murat of that picture in the first studio was Tufani Tiranda.
Did you direct it yourself? I think Boman Shroff directed it.
Pardon?
Did you direct it?
Name was given as Boman Shroff, but that was practically all the pictures when they come to fight and stunts, they come to me. Then I have to take it.
No, since you made so many films which were similar in the sense fights and stunts and all, how did you get different stories for all the films?
Because they bring it so many, we have to, actually every 15-20 days I used to hear some stories. They used to bring somebody comes and we used to hear it. We have to hear them.
So you used to pay the
Now
writer
to
for
our
the story.
liking they come and so on. We select, we keep them aside. As soon as one picture is about to be completed, we work on that. Because we have to go on one after another. We have got regular staff and we have to pay them every month. It is not like the contract now. Then Tufani Tirandas was made in 1947 when my studio was built. Then Mala the Mighty we made with John Cowers. Then Sere Jungle, that was called Mala the Mighty Sere Jungle.
I think 11 o'clock also you made.
Then 11 o'clock with Nadia, that story was given by Adi Marasban. Adi Marasban joined me. He said, I would like to come and see how you work. He came to know me, he became a good friend of mine. So he wrote a story for 11 o'clock saying that the whole story finishes within 24 hours. Will is made. The man has to get married within 24 hours. And if he doesn't get married, the whole fortune goes to his brother. And the brother is trying his best to see that he doesn't get married. And because by chance he meets Nadia. Like that, the
It's a
story.
comedy.
Plus all the stunts are there in it. This was a nice picture. Then Tigress is the same with the mask, like Hunterwali. Then I said, come on, let us change a little bit. So instead of making social, let's make mythological. Because I thought that mythology is most important. All over India, people are more religious minded than anything. So let us take a chapter from Ramayana. So Mr. Tripathi, my music director, suggested take this Ram Bhakt Hanuman. So Ram Vanvas till Ram comes back. So we made it into Sri Ram Bhakt Hanuman. And fortunately, it went very well. Ram was played by Trilok Kapoor. Sita was played by a new girl, some Bengali girl. We had kept up permanently. Sona Chatterjee.
And Hanuman?
Hanuman was Tripathi himself. And Ravan was Tripathi himself.
Oh, double.
Two double role. And music was Tripathi also. Story was by Tripathi, dialogues was by Tripathi.
And the film was a big hit.
Quite big hit. It was released in Jai Hind theatre and it ran for about 20 weeks in Jai Hind. At the same time, in the same big settings, we made Maya Mahal, fantasy, with lot of tricks of Nadia and John Covers. Afterwards, we made, now mythology is good, so let us make one more mythology. So we said, let's make Veer Gathodgach. So first, I never knew the name of Gathodgach. So I asked Mr. Tripathi, what is Gathodgach? Who is this? So he sat with me for half a day and gave me the complete story of Gathodgach. I was very much impressed. Then at that time, Meena Kumari was there. So we asked Meena Kumari to play the part. And Gathodgach was made. And that was also a very big success. Then we made Ganesh Mahima, Life of Ganesh.
Again with Meena Kumari, I think.
Yes, again Meena Kumari. Then we made Circus Wale. We had to go all the way to Rajkot. The same circus of our devil was in Rajkot. So we engaged one complete Dakota. Whole our crew, all our camera, everything was put, it went to Rajkot. Went there, stayed there for 8 days, finished all the work of circus there and came back again in Dakota. The rest of the work was done here. That was a successful picture, Circus Wale.
I think you made also at that time another film called Dhoomketu.
Dhoomketu, yes. Comet. Maya Mahal and Comet. 2 were made. Ganesh and then Ganesh Mahima Yana Sri Krishna Viva. That was there.
Hanuman Patal Vijay also.
Then Hanuman Patal Vijay. That's a very good story. Then we made Lakshmi Narayan with Meena Kumari. There she had an accident where she had lost her thumb
That film.
at that time.
How did she have this?
That she was going to Mamleswar or something like that. Then we had to take her scene in Pune. By that time she was already in love with her Kamal Amrohi. So we had to take her scenes in Pune. There was one studio over there and we had to take a scene over there and complete the picture. That was the last picture of Meena Kumari in our. After that she went to Beju Bawar.
But
And she went up and up and up. Then she forgot us.
They usually do. But being a Parsi yourself, how did you feel directing these Hindu mythological?
I got into it. I used to read them. I got complete Ramayana and Mahabharata. And I read practically all portion of the Ramayana.
And you wrote the stories and all yourself for the
Yes,
film?
yes,
Scripts you wrote yourself?
After Lakshmi Narayan, yes, Jangal Ka Jawair I made in which I had that wrestler, Gigi Goldstein, in it. Then I made the first Parsi Gujarati picture,
Gulsanabar.
Pasailo Papa, Adi Marasban. Adi Marasban directed it. It was about 4 reels. It is the first and the last Parsi film.
It didn't do well.
And it was 4 reels only.
You couldn't complete it.
No, it is 4 reels only. It can be only shown with the picture.
As a double bill kind.
Double program.
Did people like it?
Yes, it's very funny. Then at that time, Adi Marasban suggested that you make Aladdin. I said, whom shall I give Aladdin? He said, you give it to Mahipal. I said, Mahipal, Krishna, he can hardly, he walks like a Krishna and how will he be Aladdin? He said, no, he will be Aladdin. Come on, let's try. I said, no, there is no harm in trying. So we called him. You will do the Aladdin? So yes sir, if you tell me I will do anything. So we call our Azim. I said, take him, give him wood sword and give him how to fight sword fighting, show him how to walk, how to ride. And he did, they practically every day practiced it. His walk was very funny. He used to walk like this. Then slowly he used to walk straight. We made him walk straight. His language was good. That was one good thing about it. So he walked. Then again we called Meena. She said, all right, I'll work for you. So he and Meena in Aladdin. It was a successful picture.
But it took Jamshed quite some time, I think, to make up his mind to join Basant. Did you have some problems with him at that time?
You see, he had an influence of his wife. And they both of them were thinking that not to make any fighting picture. They made Budana, they made Sarbati Aankhe, they made all those kind of pictures. And his pictures were good, but they were 10 years, 15 years ahead of the public. They were not for the public of that time. I've been telling him, but he wouldn't listen to it. You see, and unfortunately, he was a very learned fellow. He was MA LLB with a gold medalist. So his thinking is quite different. My thinking is from the public point of view always. I am not MA LLB, I am only metric. But I get the pulse of the public.
I think that's why you never had a flop in your life. I think.
No, I have no flops up till now. Thank God. They have always made some money. Then Gulsana was Aspi's picture, Aspi directed. Then Now Durga. Now Durga was made, but that was a very rather a failure picture. Made first picture of Cowboy Peace 3. Then we met Alibaba and 40 Thieves with Sakila. And there we introduced two dances in Geva color. And that attracted the people. Color dances in the end, and in the interval. That attracted them.
I think you were also the one to give Shami Kapoor his first big
That
break.
Gulsanavar.
Gulsanavar.
That Aspi directed. Shami Kapoor and Sasikala.
How did you get Shami Kapoor to act in a film? He had come to you.
No, he was working everywhere. Whoever gives money, he used to work. He was a good worker at that time.
But it was one of his early films, I think.
It's one of very early. Gulsanavar, I will tell you when was it made. 55. Then Tilotma. That was the first picture of Chitra. Then we made Nadia Sherdil.
That was made by Baman Shaukat.
No, with her John only, Sherdil. Then we made Daku again with Shami Kapoor. Then Jamshed made V. Rajputani. That was Rana Pratap's life. Then I made Hatim Tai. 7 questions. First full color pictures. I had not much light. So now what to do? Geva color required at that time lot many lights. And I think this was the second color picture in Film Center. So I asked Patel, I like to make this picture. I haven't got much light. You give me some of your light on higher. He said, I'll give you 2 brutes, that's all. So all right, give me 2 brutes. And I hired generator from Chitha whenever there was work. 2 brutes, some 2, 3, 10 kilowatts and all this. And lot many lights were required for the Geva color at that time. And at one setting required so much light, so I was wondering what to do. My cameraman was at the loss. He said, unless you get me more lights, I will not be able to shoot it. I said, we will shoot. I won't spend money. We keep the door open. I made big reflectors with the white. And at about 1 o'clock, the sun used to come there. I gave all the reflector light plus brute plus 10 kilowatt light and took all the long shot there first. He said, I don't know what about the result. I said, you take it. If it doesn't come, then I will give you all the lights. You take it first of all. He took it. The result was quite good. I showed it to Hunterwali and Mr. Patel. I said, how do you like this long shot? These are good, passable. I said, very good. Why? What's wrong with it? Then I told them I have taken it like that. So that is how, with all this difficulty, we took. Then one setting, we put it outdoor. Complete setting. And I put white cloth on it, just like old silent days. We used to have silent movies. We used to have white cloth on it and put reflector. So 2 dances I have taken it like that, in that. And I completed it. The whole picture was completed. Jayaraj was the hero and the songs were given by Tripathi. It ran for 25 weeks in novelty.
But if Hatim Tai was the first full color film, why is the credit given to An and Jhansi Ki Rani?
An was 16 millimeter and mine was second color picture. First color picture was GPCPs. I don't know what, some picture in Minerva he had done it. Mine was second. Actually the first was Pampos, but that was not actually the picture. The most successful picture of the color of Geva, this Hatim Tai.
What about Jhansi Ki Rani? That was also
Jhansi Ki Rani was done on Technicolor. Not on monocolor like ours. Technicolor is very easy and most costly. You see, there are 3 colors in it. 3 different strips they make in Technicolor.
And what is the technique for Geva color? The one you
Single,
showed?
just like our black and white camera, you put color negative in it. It is developed. Then you select the light and then you put the filter. The negative requires more of red light, then they put more of red filter. They require yellow light, they put more of yellow filter. Like that, the yellow filter, blue filter, red filter, grey filter to minimize the, like that it is. And in the same settings we made Baghdad Ka Jadoo with Nadia. Then we made Dile Daku. Then again we came back to mythology called Pawan Putra Hanuman.
Babu Bhai Mistry.
Then we had our old man called director Yusuf. He made Pak Daman.
That was what, a social?
Social. It was a good play on stage, Pak Daman, at one time. That we made it. It was well done, in which Kumar played a very good part. Then I made Jimbo, the jungle picture again, in which Azad was given the first time. He was also just like John, a body beautiful man, and he had nothing to speak, only run about, jump about and all those things. And we had the chimpanzee, fortunately, in that. I had seen the chimpanzee in Calcutta, in a restaurant. And I asked my agent in Calcutta to try and get that man. And he agreed to come. And he stayed with us for 2-3 months. I paid quite a good amount for him. It was a big attraction. More than hero, heroine, the chimpanzee was really the hero.
But the films that you didn't direct yourself and somebody else directed, how much interest did you take in those films?
Actually, editing, I do everything. Then whenever there is a sport in fighting or stunts, I always go and do it myself along with them, with their permission, of course. And they would be willing to give it to me. And then I sit with them and discuss before going to the set. We do like this, do this, do that. That is there. Then we make another mythological Maya Bazaar. That was a really good story of Mahabharata. It is made about 4 to 5 times in Indian pictures. And every time the picture is successful.
What's it about?
Maya Bazaar is a subject of Pandavas and Kauravas. Kauravas' son wanted to marry Pandavas. Kauravas this. And a bazaar has been put up. And is completely a Maya Bazaar. It is put by Ghatorghach again. And it is absolutely a Maya Bazaar. You see, everything is, they buy it, and when they take it home, it is nothing but snakes, like that. And very nicely done everything.
Yeah, Maya Bazaar must have required a lot of special effects.
Lot of special effects. It was full of tricks. It has all one-ton tricks, lot of flyings. It has a scene of Draupadi Vastrahan, in which Krishna was giving the saris after saris, that was there. Then elopes of the girl, what is it, Maya Bazaar was, which, I don't know if I forgot the thing. I had directed also. It has Ghatorghach also in it. It has got that playing the dice in which Pandavas lose their wife. All these things is there. Quite an interesting subject. And it's been done 5 to 6 times now, from silent days till in talkies. Very often in Marathi, 2 to 3 times. Datta Dharmadhikari has done it, Pravat has done it, in British India people have done it. It's quite a popular subject.
But by this time, in 58, when you made it, special effects must have advanced quite a bit.
Yes,
no?
that's why.
Technically.
Everything, technique improves every time. Artist improves, songs improve, so people like it every time.
Did you go abroad to get the new techniques, to learn the new techniques of special effects, and did you get people from outside coming to do
No, by like that, mistakes, learn by mistakes, that's all.
trial and error?
Trial and errors, everything like that. In just now we are having all this institute and all these things. Before that there was no institute, nothing. We have to learn by ourselves. We all have learned like that.
So you used to keep experimenting with various things
Yes.
in your own
Yes.
studio. That's really nice.
After that, I made one Marathi picture, Raja Gosavichi Ghost. Gosavi was in it. It was a comedy picture. And he had, in the last, I had one part in color also. It went very well. Then I made Circus Queen again with Nadia. That was in 59. Then picture called Veer Babruhan. That is also a very successful story. But that was made in 1950, not now.
There's another film, Chandrasena, directed by Babu
Chandrasena, yes.
in which I see you've got Kalyanji Anandji as music director. Did you give them their first break?
Yes,
How did you find them?
quite good.
No, where did you discover them? Did they come to
They
you?
come
or-
to me at that time. We had a studio and they knew that we are giving break to all new people. They come. We see them and then it's all right, let's try. Then we made Jimbo Comes to Town with Nanabai Bhatt directing it, Chitra and Azad. Then I made Zabak, full color picture, just a story by Nanabai Bhatt. I directed it. All thrillers, nothing else, but quite good.
Who was in it?
Zabak was Apna Mahipal and Saida Khan. Then after Zabak and Sampurna Ramayan. Sampurna Ramayan was been directed by Shyama. Zabak was Shyama.
The Sampurna Ramayan is still a big draw whenever it
Biggest
runs, no?
draw. Biggest draw.
I think it was one of the best films made
Yes,
on the
yes.
Ramayan. I think it had,
61, even today it is running everywhere.
everywhere.
Best part was this Laukus part in the end.
So how long was this film, considering you?
Oh my goodness, I made it 22 reels. Then I cut it, and came to 17 reels.
Even then it must have been quite long.
Yes. So I had started with the birth of Ram. That all these things I had to cut it, and we started with the Swayamvar only.
I think Jamshed made a film at that time, then Dunya Jhukti Hai,
Yes.
for you.
Then we made Sri Ganesh again, in black and white and now in color. With Sachin. He was looking beautiful in that. Then Reporter Raju was made in 62. Reporter Raju was this boy, Firoz Khan.
You introduced
Actually, it started with us. It was directed by Khosla, Reporter Raju.
How did you introduce Firoz Khan?
Firoz Khan actually he was working with my partner Sadasirao Kavi in one picture. There I met him. Then I called him. He was a good, handsome looking boy at that time. He seeing that our establishment has a good reputation, he came. And he worked in two pictures. He worked in Char Darwish with us. Char Darwish was a color picture in 64. That is also a nice picture. Then we made Subhadra Haran in Marathi.
Datta Dharmadhikari.
That was Datta Dharmadhikari. And it was a good picture, good songs. And I think it is one of the most successful play, Marathi stage play. Then we made Bhojpuri picture, Sita Maiya. That is a love story. And that we dubbed it in Hindi and called it Love Kush. It is so successful that even today we had taken out a copy. Because now I think Ramanand Sagar is going to take out Love Kush. So all the exhibitors are asking for Love Kush. Then we made with Uma one Marathi picture, Swayamvar Jale Siteche. It was directed by one director who had won some gold medal and all these things. But it went so-so.
I think you also gave Sanjeev Kumar his first break. Nishan and Alibaba and
Nishan is that girl gave, that music director,
Usha Khanna.
Usha Khanna. That is, Nishan is the first picture of the fellow who died, Sanjeev Kumar.
So, you gave,
Yes, that was his first picture in Hindi.
where did you find him?
I saw his Gujarati picture. He was just acting. By chance, I went to Bombay Laboratory and I saw his Rus print. And Aspi was searching for a hero for Nishan. Then I showed him that this boy looks quite good. Why don't you try him? So Aspi called him and he said yes to it. And then ever since that, he was very fond of Aspi. He worked for Aspi in 2 or 3 pictures without taking any money also.
I think he also made Alibaba in 43 years.
Yes, for with us. Then Jimbo finds the son. Ali Baba in 42 was again he, with some Madrasi girl. I forgot her name. Then Khilari was the last picture of Mary. Then Hanuman Chalisa. You know what I did in that?
What?
All the Hanuman pictures. I took out all the pieces. And the whole Hanuman Chalisa you read, they say if you read Hanuman Chalisa, all your troubles will be over. So it was recited, and according to that, I edited all the portions of the Hanuman. And it went on very well. I didn't shoot anything except one mandir scene. And it has been said that in the mandir, there is always one old man at the end of the mandir. And that old man is Hanuman. And that's how. So according to that, I had taken it.
So was Khiladi the last film you made? Or?
Not yes. Then we made Mahasati Savitri. He made it, Bajrang Bali director. He has got a studio in Gujarat. Then last picture, then Hanuman Palvijay. That was directed by Babu Bhai.
You remade that.
Remake of that. Then Tufan or Bijli. What was the girl? She is from London. Some fashion show girl came to India to make name in film, but she made 1 or 2 pictures and again went away. She was good. She played double role in that. Then Aladdin with Sachin I made again. That was nice. Then I made Ma Dikri, Gujarati picture. And last picture I directed was Mahabali Hanuman, A Life of Hanuman in color.
Which year was it?
That was 80. After that I closed the studio. I had to close it because of labor trouble. So much of labor trouble. But I enjoyed making all the pictures.
And you started right from
27.
Silent era, 27.
27 to 1980.
In so many years. So what do you think were the changes in filmmaking from that time to now?
Well, hell of a difference. Every year practically it goes on changing, now also. Now the pictures, editing has been improved a lot. Direction has become very slick. And technically it is improving day by day. Must say that. And public is not satisfied even with that also. They want everything, something still more and more now.
But what about people? At that time the people, the way of working was different. The people were more friendly, like a family. Now it's become more of a money.
Everywhere, all over the world it is like that. You see, when the prices go up, when the things get dearer, people get like that. You can't help it. You can't find fault with them also.
There were a lot of people who started their careers with you. There was Aspi, Babubhai Mistry, Nanabhai Bhatt.
So
Tal
many,
Patel.
all the cameramen also, those Mistry brothers, Fali and this, they started when they didn't know what was camera. And today they are ace cameramen.
So could you tell me something about all these people who started with you and who worked with you
Yes.
till the end? What were they like?
They were good, all good people. Sometimes they forget also. They started with us. They don't even mention. They only mention big people's name. And they forget us.
No, but you were also not a small...
Yeah.
But why do you think that despite the fact that a lot of other people are making films, maybe on a bigger scale, but stunt films were also always given the grade of, B-grade film and, not respectable enough, not on par with other social pictures being made at the time. Why do you think it was like that?
To their mind it is not that. You see, and it is that picture that makes them. When they start, they make this kind of pictures. When they make money, they want to make better pictures. That is all.
But all your pictures made money. They were all hits.
You see, this is a business. You have got to look into the business side of it. If you are making money, make that picture. We are not going to educate people. We are not here to educate people. Government is there to educate people. If they can't educate, how can you educate them in pictures? They are trying their best to educate people. Now, we can't do that. It is not our duty to do that. We try our best, whatever little what we put in the films. That is all.
But filmmaking was almost a kind of an uncertain business. One film and you lost everything.
Khalas, that's what I say. My 1933 to 42, at the end of 42 we lost everything, every pie. Because we were over ambitious. We went to make a 3 language picture, best picture, English picture, all these things, and finish. That happens everywhere. All best of the studios have gone down just because of this. New theatres, finish. They made best of the money and then finish. Prabhat, best of the money and finish. Then Kohinoor, best of the pictures they used to make, then finish. Like that, if you see practically all the cards are finished, then Bombay Talkies, best of the pictures, and then they went to liquidation. Where are the money? Finish. That's a kind of business it is.
So when you stopped making films, you were financially well off.
I remain on straight line. I didn't believe in going up so much and then coming down all of a sudden. Remain on the straight line. You make 10%, 20% profit, you should be happy. And by luck, if you make more, just like picture like Sampurna Ramayan or like Hunterwali, if you make more, that's our luck. That's all.
But don't you feel bad that you made so many films, you made a lot of money, but people don't remember. They remember films which won awards, they remember films which,
People are like that. People are like that. What can we do with them?
I mean, your films made money, but I don't think any of your films won any awards or they were ever sent to festivals and things. I mean, I think it's now that Hunterwali and all have been rediscovered and people have started realizing that.
Yes, all of a sudden they are realizing and asking for it. All these years they were sleeping.
But do you realize that most of the films that you made are being copied now? This whole
Yes,
scheme
practically.
of,
You see, unfortunately or fortunately, all the people who used to work with us, all those stunt masters, they were working with me for 40 rupees and they were fighters. They are become stunt masters now. And they are giving all my gags of all my pictures to them. I'm happy.
even your stories.
Let them make it. If they are happy, let it be happy. If the industry survives, if the industry goes up, it is good. It gives bread and butter to so many people. People should survive. That is most important thing.